Okay, so welcome to National State Media. This is our pilot episode. We're going to start doing some interviews with upcoming players for our combine and eventually our game. Today I'm here with Josiah Williams, and we're just going to talk about, his upcoming, where he wants to go, what his future looks like, etc. So, Josiah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
I'm doing really good today. So I wanted to start off with, you know, when did you start playing football? Because
Uh,
a lot of people start, when they're like super young, but
yeah.
apparently, there's some
Well,
exceptions to that.
hmm yeah. A lot. Like when I started playing, I started playing like 2.5 years ago,
Mm.
and like a lot of people from like my talent right now, they think like I've been playing for like a while. Like I would see that. Like I'm not trying to be cocky or whatever, but like I from how I play and how like I'm on the field, I would see why people would think I've played for a longer amount of time. But in my opinion, if I would have played longer, I would have been better right now. But there's still a lot I've achieved in the 2.5 years I've been playing this sport.
Yeah, I mean, 2.5 years, that's a very short amount of time. And,
Yeah,
to be even in this conversation talking about like all these like all American games and stuff like that is actually kind of amazing to hear. So, you say you've been playing for 2.5 years. You obviously have to have some type of, model, like who you model your game after,
yeah.
etc. Who do you think that person is and why?
Well, I really like base because I'm not gonna be tall. Like I already know that. So I base, I base my game. I look at Barry Sanders' film. Like
Mm,
even if it's like different, like I model my game. Like I see how he plays because like I could hit, but I could also juke when I need to,
mm,
and I could block. So I base my game or like my running style off Barry Sanders because he never had a line. Like I never really had a line, and I always had to jump outside, do all these quick cuts and everything. But my model for like as a football player, well, for a hero, my dad is my hero, and like Barry Sanders.
mm.
So, and then like I look at Bo Jackson, Mike Allstar, I look how they play. Like, but Barry Sanders, like he's the number one on my list for
Yeah,
NFL running
I
backs.
mean, I personally think he's the best running back of all time. So
Me
that's a
too.
very
If he would
yeah.
have played longer, he would have been number one for
Oh,
everything.
easily. But yeah, no, that's definitely a good, person to model after. And you're gonna see on the screen now. There's gonna be a showing of Josiah's statistics over the past year. So I believe he has about 1,400 total scrimmage yards, which is actually very good for just over what you said 2 seasons, and 14 total touchdowns. And this is like just from
Yeah,
what
for
I
this
know.
season, yeah, 14
Exactly.
touchdowns
So
from this season.
14 touchdowns, and I believe it's 1,200 total yards.
Yeah, from this season.
Exactly. So these are very, very, high level stats for, just 1 year. And if you look at his 40 time, it says he runs a 4.7. And can you just remind everyone how old you are?
I'm 14 years
You're
old. I'm turning 15 in October, but I'm 14.
okay, so you're 14 years old running a 4.7 40 yard dash, which is extremely well and like very good. And just for reference, I believe the average 14-year-old is running about a 5.1. So
Yeah, about.
a 4.7 is very, very, above your level. And, you know, once you make it to the NFL, right? Is there a
Mhm.
team that you would like, that you would very much want to go to? Like your favorite
Yeah,
team?
well, my favorite team is the New Orleans Saints.
Mm.
Me and my dad's favorite team. So I would love to go there, but if not, like an alternate team, like I would be glad to go to any NFL team. I'm going to the NFL, but like if I got to choose, it'd be like the Saints, uh, the Bengals. I always like the
Mm.
Bengals as a little second team, and like the Ravens
Yeah, that's actually a really good. It's a really good list.
or
You don't
even the
really.
Raiders. But
Yeah.
hey,
And you don't really see a lot of people like the Bengals anymore until they won that Super Bowl, or not they didn't win
yeah,
it, but until they made it to the Super Bowl, and now you see a lot of
yeah.
bandwagons. So, but do you have a favorite player in the currently in the league? Maybe on one of those teams.
My favorite player right now in the league, I would say, hmm, shoot, that's tough. Well, there's a couple like off running backs. Like I like Derrick Henry. I like Joe Mixon,
Mm.
Alvin Kamara. There's a lot.
Yeah, if you were to
Well,
just give me like your top three that are
top
currently in the
three
league, any position.
during the league, I would take Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry, and like Jonathan Taylor.
Ooh, that Jonathan Taylor
Jonathan
pick
Taylor did
is,
really good for me.
yeah, he's amazing. I think Jonathan Taylor is a very sleeper. Like he's a big sleeper on everyone's
Yeah.
list until he went crazy on the Colts this year. So I personally, I have him on my fantasy team. So
hmm
you know, but from what I'm reading here, it says you actually got into like robotics and coding.
Oh yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that and like what you're trying to do
Well,
with it?
I started like when I did coding and like robotics, it was in Jersey, where like you live in New York. So when I was living in Jersey, I got into like do this after school program. Like I didn't have nothing to do, so I went to it and I found interest in it and I really liked it. And it was just like fun building robots and like making like with coding you can make video games. Like with coding you can make anything with technology because phones need coding, computers need coding, the laptops were using need coding,
Hmm.
and like robotics is just fun making robots and everything. Like I still do it to this day and everything. So I have plenty of things I could do other than football. Other than football, like I have so much things I'm great at that I
Yeah,
don't need to just only use football.
that's a very good point. That you definitely do need to have some type of backup plan or like hobbies other than just
Yeah,
football and
because if
sports
you
like
get hurt
that.
and you can never play again,
Then you need
like
something
what
to
are you gonna
fall
do?
back on. Exactly. So kind of following into my next question. Do you have like a college you would like to attend? Like a favorite
Yeah.
college?
Well, my number one college I want to attend is University of Oregon, the Ducks, and then I'm gonna just need my top five. So I'll go to University of Oregon, the Ducks, UCLA, Ohio State, LSU, and what else? But there's one more I forgot. What's the fifth one? Clemson.
Clemson. That's actually a very nice list. I
Or
personally.
any like
Hmm?
any like cause that I scholarship I get, I would be grateful of. But those are my top five.
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like everyone should be grateful on any type of scholarship, no matter what the division or the school. But
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause you could always move up from like people in JUCO, they go to D1, then they make it to the NFL. Like just because you don't get a D1 scholarship off the rip doesn't mean you can't make it or like achieve your dreams.
exactly. That's actually a really good point because you look at like Tyreek Hill, Adam Thielen. They went to these like no-name schools, and that right now they're
hmm
making millions of dollars for catching
Yeah,
football. So it's really inspirational when you really look at it. Um, but do you know like the requirements for what'd you say your
yeah.
first school was? The Oregon?
University of Oregon, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to maintain a 3.5 GPA.
Mm.
Well, that's you got to be smart. And I'm
Yeah.
maintaining that right now. I'm maintaining above that right now. Then you have to have like at least two languages, I'm pretty sure. And then you have to have all of math, all of English, all of science. It's pretty like top-notch requirements
Yeah.
like for that school. Like that's a big that's a big school.
Yeah, definitely. I personally, I didn't even know that, so now that's gonna be on my list for what I gotta do and what I gotta achieve. But last question here: when you do eventually make it big or make it to the league, what's something that you want to do to like give back to your community and the people that helped you?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna save like some money in that account for just in case, Then I'll like, get my own house, get settled down, whatever, pay off everything I need to pay.
Mm.
I would I would pay off like anything my parents need. I would give back because like they've they've like taught me how to be who I am. Like I'm who I am right now because of them. They teach me how to present myself, how to talk to people. So I would give back to them. I would like give them personally me. I would give them money every month out of my paycheck from the NFL because like what they've done for me all these years, taking care of me, and like I'll get them like a nice house, take them out to eat or whatever. Do nice things for them, and then for the community, for the homeless, because like there's never not gonna be like never homeless is not gonna stop
Mm.
like homeless people. There's gonna be everywhere. So what I would do is like give like cook fresh meals on Thanksgiving or any holidays. Just even like it doesn't have to be holidays. Just give back to them or like veterans because like veterans don't have like a place to stay after they get back. So like any type of homeless people, I would like give back to them and like make sure they have like some nice socks, clothing, and like some food to eat because
Yeah,
everybody doesn't have that.
of course. That's actually, a really good thing that not a lot of people will do. Everyone already says, like, yeah, feed the homeless, but actually cooking your own meals is definitely
Yeah,
something that is quite inspirational and something that people should really reflect on once this goes up. Um, but yeah, that's really all the questions I have for you today. If you want to say, something, one more thing, maybe just a
yeah.
quote for, the people watching, just
And yeah, one more thing I do for the community is like I'd make like a camp for like all the kids. Like it doesn't even matter like what type of like position you play. Like I'd make a get your exposure because I know it's hard for people in little like places to get exposure, like Idaho or like little places like that. So I would do that also. And like one more thing I have to say is like never give up on your dreams just because like you're small or like not as big. Use other advantages to help you like get strong, get fast, have good catching. Like you have to have so much you have to be good at if you're like not as tall as others like I am. So I use my strength, my vision. I use everything that I have that's like I don't have the height. So I use everything else that I have to take an advantage. So it doesn't matter how small you are, just you got to put in the hard work, you'll make it to the league one day.
that's that's very inspirational. Good job with this interview.
Thank
You
you.
did a really good job, and that's all I really have to say. This is the National State Media Football YouTube channel. Signing off, and I hope you have a good day.